Thank you for doing this for us. We really
Yay.
appreciate it.
That's so nice being able to talk to you. And we haven't talked in a long time.
Yes, we first started in 2021.
Wow. Time
So,
passes.
yes,
So
COVID and
is that when you discovered us? How did you discover Papa Vince?
well, do you want to know a little bit of my medical history
Please.
before?
That would be great.
That's how I discovered you guys. Well, first of all, I had chronic migraines for 35 years.
Wow.
2 a month, 3 days a piece. So you added up, that was a week out of every month. I had a severe chronic migraines. So for 35 years, I tried everything the doctors suggested, all the medications. I saw all kinds of doctors, from ENT doctors considering sinus. I got orthodontics thinking it might be TMJ, all of that, and to no avail. Neurologists, the whole 9 yards. But my mantra was basically, I'll try anything that's not illegal, immoral, or unethical. So I didn't care how crazy it sounded. If they said this will help, I tried it, and nothing really helped. But after 35 years, my brother-in-law said, well, I saw this podcast and he's a cardiologist, and he said, his diet, he's finding out that some of his patients, it's for heart people, that they were having relief from their migraines by being on this diet. So I was going, shoot, I'll try it. A neurologist had given me a diet before and it didn't really help. But I didn't care. I was going to try it. So I listened to the podcast and I applied the diet, which was basically, because it was a heart thing, it was no processed sugar, no meat, and no fats. That was way back in the day when they cut out all fats. So it wasn't sustainable for me, but it did take care of my headaches. My migraines actually went away. But I started adding back foods like the meats and things to see what I could tolerate, and realized it was really processed sugar was the trigger, the main culprit. So I cut out all processed sugar and all processed grains, because I knew they turned to sugar, in my system. So that was basically the diet that I was on, but that turned my attention to nutrition and understanding about nutrition, because, okay, if we can handle this with diet and being healthier, So I was cutting out all seed oils and processed sugar. So that's how I got on extra virgin olive oil. And I was with a company, I won't say their name, they're a wonderful company. They were great. I loved their product. And as you know, quality extra virgin olive oil is pricey. So when I got your postcard, I don't know how you got my name, probably because I was subscribing to this other olive oil, I guess. I don't know. But I got it in the mail and you were offering a special. So I wasn't thinking I would switch over. I thought I'll get a less expensive bottle of olive oil, and then I'll just keep it one. So, but in the process, I got a phone call, or I called Bettina. I don't know who did what, but we got on the phone. And then the rest was history. I didn't care what she was selling. I was going to buy it. I just wanted to be her friend. She was just so fun, so personable, so sweet. So my question was whether or not to go straight through you guys or through Amazon. That was why the phone call. And so that's how I got it. And about that, like I said, that was November of 21. And not long after that is when you asked me about doing a subscription.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, well, I'm interested, but the thing I don't like about online ordering is shipping and handling. So if you can give me a deal where if I buy so much, I get my shipping free, I said, I'll do that. And so that was basically what I did. So I started getting your extra virgin olive oil in the large.
Oh, that's good. I'm happy you have it next to you.
And other products. Some of them I'm out of.
The tomato sauce.
To show you. But I was trying all of the vinaigrettes and all of that. and and the tomato sauce didn't have sugar in it and all that kind of stuff. So I got onto that, and but I was leery of the pasta because I didn't want to switch. I didn't want the migraine thing. But you guys are so good about linking and telling us all about the
Pasta.
testing and all the stuff that you show that it's not the same. The ancient grains is not the same as what I was probably having a problem with. So I did give it a try. The first one that we got was
The buscate, the tuminia.
It's still our favorite. We've done all the others. I mean, I've got all the other different ones here, but that's still our favorite. But I tried it and I didn't have any issues with it. And now my grandson, in the meantime, had gotten diagnosed with celiac disease, and because it is part of your genetic thing, they suspect that maybe he got it through me because migraines is a problem with celiac. I don't think I have celiac. I'm pretty sure I don't have celiac, but I possibly have a sensitivity to grains. So to be able to not only just eat pasta, which that would have been enough for me. I would have been happy with just saying it doesn't hurt you, you know. But the fact that it's actually healthy, you know, because my process of, you know, studying the nutrition and all, I kept trying to incorporate as much junk as I could and not hurt. I called it, do I want to be healthy? Do I want to be happy? Well, yeah, I want both. But sometimes I just want to be happy, you know. So I kept trying to get as close as I could to that. Well, this is actually healthy, you know, so that was a big plus. But, you know, I just the more I studied, the more I realized that I just didn't feel like it was being a good steward of this body that the Lord gave me to use for his glory if I wasn't thinking healthy over happy. And so that's kind of when I kind of made my switch over to, well, you know, but because I can have that, that's great. And then, you know, I basically start my day and end my day with your olive oil because if I'm fasting in the morning, I just drink a teaspoon of it and it fuels me till I'm ready to break my fast. When I do cook breakfast, I cook my eggs in it. And when I'm finished, I put more on top of it. I look for, because I make my own salad dressings because of controlling the sugar, I put them in these little to-go containers. In fact, this is one of your recipes, vinaigrette thing. And I just divide them up so I can keep it in my purse. I just keep one in my purse. So if we eat out, I've got my own salad dressing.
That's great.
And we almost always eat a salad for supper. So we're always doing that. And I put it on anything else too. And I look for excuses now. I mean, you can see this pasta is open. I made chili the other night. And when it was almost done, I thought, how do you say that? Rigatoni?
Rigatoni.
I thought, I'm going to throw some rigatoni in there, you know. And now I know it's going to make you cringe because you're a true Italian. You cook it al dente, plated, put the chili on top and the cheese. My husband's not an al dente person. He's a mushy, don't be too chewy kind. So I put it right in the chili and just let it cook till it was good and soft and whatever. And it was delicious. It was very good. So
Wow.
I'm always looking for excuses to do it. And I think I told you about, I mean, this has nothing to do with your actual brand, but these have been in the dishwasher. And even though they've been in the dishwasher, you still have the labels.
Wow.
So you get free advertisement from me because I fill these up for my little music preschoolers. Explain it like this is a woodwind, and the more volume you have, the lower the sound. But when you start putting water in it, my little free musical instrument woodwinds they get to play.
So you're a music teacher.
I majored in music at LSU and second music. And so I've, through the year, because of military, moving around, I've done various things in music and churches, everything from being the music director to working with children, handbells, orchestra, whatever. So now where we are here, my daughter is actually the director of the preschool at our church, and so she asked me to do to teach the children it's just one day, 4-year-old, class, one day a month, sometimes 2 times a month, but so it keeps me there. But yeah, I'm involved in all this stuff. But I am totally healthy. I'm 71 years old.
Wow.
And so I take no medication at all. I'm
Wow.
35 years of cramming Motrin and IV, all those things, and not like giving myself shots. I was even at the end of those years, I was giving myself shots just to get through it. It didn't take my migraines away, but it dulled my migraine, but it more or less made me feel like I had the flu. So I said I felt like I just traded the devil for the witch as far as that was concerned. So, but now I take nothing, not even over-the-counter stuff.
That is amazing. And
Oh.
just by changing your diet.
Yes.
That is just, doctors don't tell you that.
No. Like I said, one of the nutritionists that I saw he gave me a list of things to avoid, So I tried, all I remember that was on there was bananas, but pain or something. But anyway, I tried. I mean, I looked at it and said, okay, I'll avoid these things, but I didn't see any change. Most of that was ignorance on my part of not knowing like I said, I didn't know bread turned to sugar. And I didn't want it to. I love bread and pasta.
We all love bread and pasta.
Yeah, right. So, and I love all your recipes. I print them out. And
Thank you.
At the top it says very good. This one says very yummy. They're all great.
Thank you.
I love watching your videos because who wouldn't enjoy watching your videos?
My kids get a kick out of me doing the videos.
I was surprised with your handstand. You're doing your handstand on the fireplace. Yeah.
So I want to touch on that point about blood sugar spikes from like modern grains, and wanted to explain why that is a little more. So our pasta is the only ancient grain stone grinded pasta that you're going to find. So it's like 2 unique things there. Like number one, the ancient grains. So the ancient grains are like a natural plant. It's not like today's modern plant that is bioengineered and it has to have fertilizers, pesticides, and intensive irrigation to survive. Like these ancient grains, on the other hand, completely natural plants. They're they have a biodiverse genetic structure, so it makes them a strong, resilient plant. And that's also, why they have so much naturally occurring nutrition in them. So not only can they grow without fertilizers, pesticides, or, a lot of irrigation, they're loaded with naturally occurring B vitamins and minerals. So, it's non-enriched pasta. And the reason we get to preserve all of that nutrition is because of the stone grinding. So that's the old school way of milling wheat, whereas all of today's grains are steel refined, which is high temperature, high heat process. It's 300 times faster than stone milling, but you lose all of the naturally occurring nutrition. Whereas the stone grinding is low temperature, low speeds. And then on top of that, like one thing I didn't mention was the ancient grains. So a grain, it has 3 parts of the kernel. There's the germ, the bran, and the endosperm. So ancient grains have the germ and the bran in their natural proportions. So there's more germ and bran compared to modern grains, which have really been genetically modified to just have like an endosperm, which is essentially just carbs. And that's why, when you eat your modern day grains, you get a blood sugar spike, because it's essentially just endosperm and just carbs, which essentially turns into glucose, right? Whereas with our pasta, we stone grind it and we actually preserve all 3 parts of the kernel. Wow. So we're preserving the original food matrix. And that's why when you digest it, your body digests it way slower. So it doesn't spike your blood sugar. And, it's also releasing all of those naturally occurring nutrients. And, we've had testimonials from other clients as well, where they don't see their blood sugar spike, like when they eat modern pasta, regular pasta. Yeah. So we have like diabetic clients and people who like monitor glucose with those glucose monitors, and they can definitely tell the difference. So just kind of wanted to explain the reason why, our pasta doesn't spike your blood sugar. And, blood sugar spikes probably, I feel like if I eat too much sugar, I'd get headaches as well.
Exactly. I get dizzy. I don't get the headache, but I get like fuzzy and dizzy, But I'm like, what happened? And it's the sugar.
But avoiding, those spikes is super important for your health long term, because, the more blood sugar spikes you have, you're essentially like cooking. When your body converts sugar into energy, it essentially is like cooking inside of you, and that like wears and tears, everything down in your body. The process is called glycation. So, if you look at like the inside of us, like an older person, you would see like all their bones and organs kind of like cooked, right? So that's why, you want to avoid these blood sugar spikes as much as you can for aging, for inflammation. So all of our products really help prevent, your blood sugar spiking. And a big part of that is the antioxidants. So, all of our products actually have naturally occurring antioxidants, polyphenols.
Including the pasta.
Yeah.
I don't think about it,
That's right there.
Yeah. So then the olive oil is really cool for your blood sugar because the polyphenol that it's really high in, called hydroxypyrazole, has actually been shown in studies to, have a really high antioxidant capacity on your liver and muscles. And that actually boosts your metabolism. And it essentially, reduces your glycemic response. And that's why you feel satiated. You don't feel hungry when you eat the olive oil.
Correct.
Because it's really giving you a clean, sustainable source of fuel from a healthy fat that is high in antioxidants and polyphenols. So we actually had another client who's diabetic. She takes the olive oil every night, and she noticed, since she's monitoring her blood sugar, that her blood sugar is not spiking like it was before
during the night.
Yeah, from just taking it every night. So I'm glad you're making it part of your routine.
Yes, we're excited. And then you're not taking any medicines, That's amazing.
Nope. Yeah,
So-
and we're very active. I either jog or we walk. We have a reserve area near our house, and we walk 3 miles. We camp a lot. In fact, I keep one of your little containers of olive oil in the camper, rather than bringing the big bottle. But and so we play pickleball. So we do something active, or I do strength training and work out upstairs.
That's great.
But yeah, I'm just we're both just very, very grateful that we're healthy and can do the things we do. But like I said, that was part of my bumpy road to getting caring about nutrition, was because, I kind of said I wanted to get as close to the fire as I could get and not get burnt. So it was like, can I get away with it? And it's still, of course, there's obvious celebration times and, other. And I will get a headache if I overindulge, and I'm pretty bad about overindulging. It's like I tell people, they say, "Can't you just have one donut?" I said, "I don't want one donut. I want 6 donuts." So, so it's either feast or famine. I can't do a little bit. I'm trying to become more disciplined about it, but in the most case, I just have to just not go there, because to look at non-nutritious food, I can say, that would really taste good, but it's a matter of my mind. I just decide not to. But if I take a bite, it's an emotional thing, now it's a fight. because of the dopamine hit and everything. And it's like, I want more, I want more. So it's best to just, stay away as much as possible.
Exactly.
Yeah, and that's the thing they say with sugar. Like people think, they get energy when they eat sugar, but it's really not energy. It's just that dopamine hitting you.
Yeah.
That's right. And then you're exhausted.
Yeah, because you have the crash after it.
Yes.
I also appreciate the fact that all of your packaging is just what it needs to be. It's like, this is it, and that's what's in it, and in your tomato sauce, that's it. I'm not paying for this bottle up here that's empty or whatever. So and you even just recently reduced the size of the olive oil, didn't you?
No, it's the same. It's the same. It just the bottle looks it's a little bit. It has the same volume.
I know it has the same volume, but I thought the other one was.
It's not a stole.
Yeah, the other one was just a little bit taller.
Yeah, because it goes in the cabinet, and it was like it used to just fit.
Yeah, I know. Unfortunately, we're going back to the old one again.
Oh, you are?
I'm telling you, I know, but you're right. This one is just a little bit shorter, and it fits. But we have been the square bottle was really an error of my supplier. She thought that she bought the round one, and she bought the square one. But you're right. I mean, the fact that it's shorter, it fits on the shelves, on the cabinets, and I should really start considering that again. So I'll make it a priority. Yeah, I forgot about that.
And I think I've told you before, we've made a couple of trips to Italy. Absolutely love it. And my husband said to tell you, if y'all ever want us to travel with you back to the homeland, we'll make it.
We'll keep it in mind. We've
never been to Sicily. We just the northern part.
Yeah, but we are excited that you can consume the pastas and you have no headaches, period. Do you even experience a little bit of a sugar spike and then you feel tired?
No, well, I said I don't notice other than I'm happy because I got to eat pasta.
What about the tomato sauce? I mean, does it cause any acid reflux or it's just fine?
No, I've never had issues with that. And the fact that you don't have, sugar or anything in it is why I bought it initially. And then I use your recipes for how to turn it in because I'm used to spaghetti sauce already all combined. So the first time I used it like it was, I'm going, missing something, but I was going, it's just tomato sauce. You need to add
correct. And I tell people, if you warm it up and you just put a little bit of extra virgin olive oil, it already makes a huge difference because remember, the fat causes that the food stays longer on your taste buds, and so the flavor is amplified. That's why fat makes your food taste better. And if you put meat, it's just absolutely delicious. I mean, you can put any kind of meat. You can put. I usually put ground beef, but you can also put like chops of pork or anything. It really. But I tell people, only adding a little bit of extra virgin olive oil, it already makes a huge difference.
Well, I make a lot of frittatas for breakfast a lot, and so I keep a bottle of that. It's open, and I just do a little bit, rather than
on the frittata.
I just put like that. Hang on a second. Right. Just yesterday, this was what I was. But I'll do like fry up my veggies. I don't even know if this will be pretty, but maybe you can see. I just put it on the top of it. Can you see that?
And yes, I can see it, and that makes. Oh wow! So you fry like tomatoes?
Yeah, I did like. I actually had some kale and broccoli in it, and I fried that in olive oil first to saute it, and then I whipped up the eggs and some cheese and tomato sauce and poured it in there, and then I put more tomato sauce and olive oil on the top.
You never thought about using the tomato sauce like that. You gave me an idea.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna try it. See how it comes up.
Yep.
Never thought of it that way.
Yeah.
That's our recipes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love your. I said I love your recipes.
But you're coming up with better recipes than I.
I'll have in that case, I had some, the first time I did that, I just had some leftover. I didn't need all the tomato sauce that I wasn't using the whole thing. And I don't know why. Maybe I'd used a bottle and I just needed a little bit more or something. I don't know. But it was in the refrigerator. And I thought, well, I'm just going to use it on this frittata and see how it works. And
Yeah, and what's really cool about when you're cooking with it, I don't know if you've seen our emails, but we've written some blogs showing how there's studies showing how the olive oil antioxidants migrate into your food as you're pan frying, like say eggs, and that actually, preserves your food from oxidizing and degrading. So you're getting more nutrition out of your food from cooking with the olive oil. And everyone's afraid of the smoke point of olive oil, but that's really a myth.
Yeah, I've read your stuff.
Yes. Yeah, I tell people that the olive oil is like the Holy Spirit, it keeps all the nutrients. Seed oils, it just destroy all the nutrients. And it's true. I mean, the seed oils have a higher smoking point, but they start breaking very early in the frying, and then start producing what's
like polar compounds and
aldehydes that are carcinogens.
Yeah, it's causing oxidation in your body.
Correct. So. And so it makes you have acid reflux. It makes it harder for you to digest. And it's people don't realize and it's funny how the industry tries to tell you that, because they have a high smoking point, and the reality is the higher the smoking point, the more processed that oil is, and the fastest is going to start breaking, breaking down when you start cooking, where the olive oil takes a long time before it starts breaking down. I mean, I read like 17 hours of straight cooking before really starts breaking down, and that's a lot.
Right.
So extra virgin olive oil is the most heat stable cooking oil. So there's that study where it compared olive oil to all those other seed oils, and even avocado oil and coconut oil weren't as heat stable as the extra virgin olive oil, and that's really a large part due to the high antioxidant, high polyphenol content olive oil that no other oil really has.
Correct.
So, even avocado oil only has like 1/10 of the antioxidants that a good, extra virgin olive oil will. So that's the real health benefit of olive oil is, the polyphenols.
Yeah.
While I'm cooking, I just put it on my hands, smear it on my neck and my face. It's some moisturizer on my feet.
I have a customer that her dad actually got burned real bad. He was burning something in the patio, and he has some synthetic clothes, and the synthetic clothes caught the fire, burned his legs really bad, and he drove himself to the hospital in that condition. And basically, he puts extra virgin olive oil hours every day to help with the pain. And it has been the only thing, because they did surgery and everything, but he still is in pain. And he puts extra virgin olive oil to help, deal with the pain and keep it healthy. And I thought, like, wow, that's amazing,
Yeah.
And that goes back to that polyphenol hydroxytyrosol is really good for your skin. So there's a study showing that as well. So it really reduces skin inflammation and it helps your skin. So that's another cool thing about that polyphenol. It's really, I like to think of hydroxytyrosol as like the king of polyphenols, because when you compare it to other antioxidants and polyphenols, it has the highest antioxidant capacity. So it really has a lot of antioxidant, power in it.
Yeah, well, I think it's amazing. I'm just so grateful that I'm sure it's a struggle for y'all to make the business run from long distance and all that sort of stuff. But I really appreciate y'all.
Do you have any more questions, Giuseppe?
No, I think we covered a lot.
I think we just really covered a lot. I mean, thank you, Linda, for giving us the time, to share. And then I wanted to ask you again, because we needed to film it, so it's okay for us to use this footage in YouTube and other social media platforms?
Sure.
Okay, great. And
It will help.
yes,
Yeah.
yes. Thank you very much. I mean, we greatly appreciate it, because he's helping us to, customers want to listen from other customers, and so we love it. Well,
Yeah.
thank you for being such a good customer, and let's keep in touch.
Yes, thank you for all the details that you research, and because that makes a big difference, because like you said, you look at something, you go, oh, gee, that's pricey, and you go, that's my medicine. I'll pay for that instead of paying for something else that I would have to pay
Correct.
for.
Correct. I mean, because you're helping actually honest farmers, you're helping actually honest artisans, and and that's important. That's what you want to do. You don't want to keep financing the mass production. So, and that's what I tell my customers. And that's how you do it, by changing your purchase habits. Trying to support somebody that is really willing to go the extra mile to
Yeah, because there's no way I would get this quality in a grocery store. I don't care.
Well, you're not gonna get it. And like you said, it's healthy, and and you're getting, it's better than supplements. That's what we tell people. You can skip your supplements if you eat this pasta. It's really good.
Yeah.
And we always say that, because if you went to the store and tried to buy each of those individual vitamins and minerals, you'd be spending $100, $200.
Exactly, easily. And then you don't even get the cofactors and the right percentage and the same absorption. You won't get that.
Yeah,
So,
this is naturally occurring. It's not a synthetic vitamin.
Yeah.
So
And I can guarantee this tastes better than a handful of pills.
that is for sure. You don't have to swallow them, and then get stomach ache too on top of it.
You can't put a cheese, any sort of a creamy cheese on a bunch of pills. But thank you. I enjoyed talking with you.
Thank you. We really enjoy it, and thank you very much. And have a great day. You need to go to church now. That's right.
That's right. See you later.
And say hi to Chuck.
I will. Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.